Okay, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಾಣತೈತಾ? Okay. Shall we start today's session?
Yes, sir.
Everyone should give response, Baba.
Yes, sir.
Then only I will
Yes,
start.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay, very good, very good, very good. See, today in this class we will start with the new module, that is hard concrete. We are going to study hard concrete. Okay, is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Clear. Okay, okay. So in the previous module, fresh concrete property, strength, everything you have studied now. So in this module, what you are going to study? Hard concrete and its strength, elasticity, creep, shrinkage, durability, permeability, a chart, big chart or graph showing cracks and its causes. Okay, and the cracks before hardening, cracks after hardening, and the testing of concrete and we are going to solve some examples. Okay, so like that we are going to start now. Now what do you mean by strength of concrete? Can you tell me, anyone? If you see this one, strength of concrete, correct? There is a specimen here, and you are applying some force, maybe compressive, maybe tensile, or maybe tensile. So it is taking load, no? It is taking load, and after taking sufficient load, it is going to fail. Strength means what? Before failure, how much load it has sustained. Strength means just before the failure, how much load it has sustained. So that is called as its strength. Is that point clear for everyone? Is that point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now what type of strength will be there? So what type of forces are there? So if compression force is there, then that strength we call it as compression strength. If tensile force is there, then we call it as tensile strength. Just to see this diagram, just this is an 3D animated diagram. Okay, na? So here a concrete specimen is there. So whatever inside is there, no, it is a cement paste or gel. Do you agree with this one? Cement paste or gel? Yes or no, everyone? Okay.
Yes, sir.
This color chocolates are there, no? This color chocolates, yellow, sorry, orange, green, these things are called as aggregates, correct? These are called as aggregates. Whatever this inside is there, no, that is called as cement paste or cement gel or matrix, or it is called as matrix. Okay, now 2 points are clear for everyone. What are aggregates and what is this one? Okay, very good. Now there are some more small circles are there. What are those? Small circles are, what are those?
Whites.
White, air whites.
White. These are called as
Air
air whites. Air whites. Very good. Very good. So this is an also another diagram. Okay, na? Here aggregates are dispersed in a cement matrix. Correct or not? Aggregates are dispersed in a cement matrix. Like that, you should understand. In this diagram, can you see cement matrix? All these things are cement matrix. These are what? Aggregates. There may be small air bubbles or small voids. Is that okay? This is another diagram. These are water, cement. This is not related to this one. In this diagram, can you see this diagram? This is cement paste or gel. These are what? Aggregates.
Aggregates.
Now, this diagram is clear for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. This is a typical concrete three-dimensional diagram. Just you need to understand. Okay. See, आप लोगों को इंटरेस्ट लाने के लिए मैं ये सब डाउनलोड करके एक अच्छा सा बना के to make the class interesting, to make you people to sit the class. Okay. At least you should inform your friends. ओहो सर देखो ऐसे ऐसे कर रहा है, थोड़ा आके बैठो, थोड़ा टाइम पास हो जाएगा, ऐसा बोलना है. ओके ओके ओके. नाउ okay, how many people are there? Okay, no problem. Okay, na? Okay, see here. See, the concrete is under compression, concrete is under tension. Now, if it is failing, then just before failure, whatever strength is called as compression strength. In this case, whatever strength it is taken, no, whatever load it has taken just before failure, that is called as tensile strength. Correct? Tensile strength. Can you see this diagram? What type of load is acting on this one? This is called as bending load or flexure load. Correct? It is called as bending or flexure. So like this, it is bending, no? So this type of is called as bending. So during bending, bottom side of that concrete is under tension. Top side of the element is under compression. So this will be your neutral axis. That means no compression, no tension. Clear for everyone? Clear or?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please give rest. Very good, very good. This is another diagram for bending. This is another diagram for bending or flexure. Bending or flexure. Can you see? Force is applied like this. It is bending like this. Bottom, what forces are there? Tensile. And the top, what type of forces are there? Compression. And it is going to fail later. So that strength just before failure in this case is called as flexural strength or bending strength. Is that okay for everyone? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can you see so many types of forces are acting? What is this? Compression. What is this?
Tensile.
What is this?
Tension.
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 Tension. Okay. And what is this force? If any member is acting
Shear.
like this, shear. It is called as shear. And this is normally bending. If circular force is acting, then this is called as torsion. It's called as torsion. Okay. For a long time, the forces are acting. Then those are called as fatigue forces. These are all instantaneous force and instantaneous loadings. Okay, now, and this for a long time, if it is happening, then this is called as what? What is called? Fatigue force. What is it? It's called as fatigue force. Okay, na? Okay. Now, can you see bigger diagrams? This member is unloaded. No forces is acting. Can you see the arrow marks? This is under tension. Can you see the arrow marks? This is called as compression. Can you see this one? It is called as bending. It's called as bending. So here tensile force, here compressive force. Okay. So what is this type of force? Shear. This is called as torsion. What this type of force is acting? Torsion. So this is combined case. Compression is there, bending is there, torsion is there, everything is there. Okay. Everything is okay for you? Okay or not okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
we'll come to theory portion.
Yes, sir.
What is that theory? Strength of hard concrete is ability to resist the strain or rupture. इसका मतलब क्या है? Just before failure, what is its load carrying capacity? That we call it as strength. It may be compressive, it may be tensile, bending, anything, or it may be fatigue. General unit is MPa. Or Newton per mm square. Okay, na? Like that. So generally for concrete, we concentrate on which force, which strength? Generally for concrete structure, what force or what type of strength we generally concentrate? Compression. Because, very good. Because under tensile it is weak. So that is why compression is taken care by concrete. Tensile force is taken care by steel in the RCC structure. Okay, na? So whatever thing you are testing, no, all the compressive strength, from that you can easily calculate flexural strength, you can easily calculate tensile strength, you can easily calculate modulus of elasticity. Why? Because compressive strength is the parameter which will determines all these things. If you know compressive strength of any member, you can easily calculate this using some formulas. Okay, na? So generally, compressive strength, generally how it is done in the laboratory using cubes or cylinders. Have you seen cubes and cylinders? Yes or no? Cubes, cylinders, nodire?
Yes, sir.
Very good, very good, very
Yes,
good,
sir.
very good, very good. Okay. Now we will determine the factors. This is very important from the exam point of view. Okay. Now see here. What are the factors which will influence you have to study? One is ratio of cement to mixing water. From this diagram, where is that cement to mixing water? Where is that cement to mixing water? So whatever total cement is there, no, total cement, and whatever the total water is added, no, that ratio, total cement divided by total water, or total water divided by total cement. So this is called as what ratio?
Water cement
Very
ratio.
good. It is called as water cement ratio. It is inverse of this one. Na? It is inverse of this one. Okay. Now you tell me, this is one of the factors. We will see one by one what are the how that is going to determine. Okay. Now in this one, second case is cement to aggregate. That means what? Whatever cement is there, no, cement, and whatever aggregates are there, no, if you take the ratio, what you will get? Total cement
Cement to aggregate ratio.
that is also influence the factor, or else you can take A by C, which is the reverse of that one, all the aggregate weight divided by all the cement weight in that sample. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
How to understand? Now, grading, surface texture, shape, strength, all it is influencing. If these are rounded aggregates, strength will be good. If these are flaky aggregates, strength will be less. If these are angular aggregates, strength will be very, very good. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Like that you should understand. Okay, na? Maximum size. If the aggregates used here are increased, so obviously strength is going to change. Yes or no? Yes. Type of cement, type of aggregate. If good aggregates are used, good cement is used, then obviously its strength will increase. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, like that. Okay, na? And the second is what? Compaction. What will happen if you put more compaction? Strength will increase or decrease?
Please.
If you
Increase.
if you compact it properly, strength is going to increase. Concrete mix. What do you mean by concrete mix? If cement is more compared to aggregates, then it is called as the rich mix. If cement is less, then it is called as the lean mix. Always, if cement is more, strength is more. If cement content is less, strength is less. Okay, in that way you should understand, but up to certain limit. And you have seen influence of curing temperature, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In the previous class you have seen, no? So if curing is done properly, strength is good. If curing is not done, then strength will not be there. Temperature. At which temperature curing is taking place? Very low temperature, medium temperature, or very high temperature. Which one is good? Normal medium temperature or room temperature 18 degree to 20 degrees Celsius. Okay. All these are what? Factors influencing what?
Strength of concrete.
Strength of concrete. All these things are influencing. Nature of loading. If compression load is there, one type of strength. Tensile loading is there, another type of strength. Depends upon the nature of loading. Okay, na? Third is stress situation. This we will see it in the testing part. Okay, na? No problem. So apart from that, there are some other things which also will tell about the strength. Size of the specimen. See here, if smaller specimen is used, one type of strength. If big specimen is used, another type of strength. Relation to aggregate size. Just now we have seen. Support condition means what? Whether that is a simply supported, check. Whether it is a cantilever supported, check. Whether it is UDL load, check. So like that, depending upon the conditions also, there is. Third is, next is the rate of loading. Can you see? Instantaneous load applying is different. Slowly, gradually load applying is different. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is also is telling about the strength. Slowly load को बढ़ाने से आपका strength अच्छा मिलता है, ठीक है ना? एकदम से लोड डालने से आपका स्ट्रेंथ कम मिलता है. Do you agree with this point? Okay, na? Like that you have to understand. Okay. Now see here. There is one concept, very important concept. What is that concept?
Water cement ratio.
Water to cement ratio. Water to cement ratio means what? In this case, there is cement and there is water. So that is what we are calling it as total water in this cement, concrete, and total cement. So this ratio we call it as water cement ratio. So maximum time strength will depend upon water cement ratio only. If it is less, strength is high. If water cement ratio is more, strength is less. It is in the inverse proportion. Why? If water cement ratio is less, that means air voids will be less. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If water cement ratio is less, air voids which are forming during the mixing will be less. So if air voids are less, then obviously strength is more. That is why inverse proportion. In other case, if water cement is more, means water content is more, then voids formation will become what? More, no? ज्यादा पानी है तो ज्यादा air bubbles आ जाएगा ना? Yes or no?
Sir.
And later
Yes,
on water channel or cracks will come na. So in that case strength is going to reduce. Okay na? So strength is also depends upon the dilution. मतलब कितना पानी mix कर रहा है उसके ऊपर भी depend है. And also strength will increases with cement content but decreases with air and water content. Same thing, no? इसमें अगर सीमेंट ज्यादा कर रहा है तो स्ट्रेंथ क्या होने वाला है?
increase.
वेरी गुड. पानी ज्यादा कर रहा है, पानी ज्यादा हो रहा है, स्ट्रेंथ विल
Decrease.
वेरी गुड. एयर कंटेंट इज इंक्रीजिंग, देन स्ट्रेंथ विल
Decrease.
very good, correct answer. As the cement increases directly proportional to strength, water and air are inversely proportional to strength. That is why we do compaction to remove the air, correct na? Like that. There is a formula, Abraham formula. Strength is equal to A divided by B by X, where S is equal to strength. Okay na? A and B are constants. Okay na? X is what is that X?
Water cement ratio.
Very good. X is called as water cement ratio. Another person has given another formula, Ferret formula. S is equal to K into inside the bracket C divided by C plus E plus A. Now what is S? S is a strength. What is K? K is a constant. C is what? C is cement. Volume of cement. C stands for cement. What is E? E stands for water. What is A? Air. It's called as air. Volume of cement plus volume of water plus volume of air in this one, and volume of cement. So if you use this formula, you also get the strength. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, can you see the effect of water cement ratio and compressive strength? Let us say this graph, whether it is going up downward direction or upward direction, this graph. You should tell me. See, downward direction.
Downward.
Very good. See, water cement ratio on x-axis, compressive strength on y-axis. Suppose as the water cement ratio increases, what is happening to the strength?
Decrease.
Very good.
Increase.
As the water cement ratio is increasing, strength is coming down. Can you see at this point higher strength, but at this point lower strength, correct? So as the strength as the water cement ratio increases, strength is decreasing. Strength is decreasing. So try to understand. If the graph was like this, then you could have said as the water cement ratio increasing, strength is also increasing because it is going upward direction. No, ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ರಿ? ಈ ತರ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಇದ್ರೆ
Yes, sir.
water cement ratio increase, strength increase, but our graph is downward direction, downward direction. That is why strength is reducing. Strength is reducing. So this graph is for compacted, fully compacted concrete. Now what you see, this graph is for normal vibration. This graph is for hand vibration. That means you should understand fully compacted concrete has higher strength for same water cement ratio, but normal vibrated has lesser strength. Hand compaction has still lesser strength. Is that okay? From this graph you should just understand fully compacted concrete highest strength, medium vibrated concrete medium strength, hand compacted less strength at the same water cement ratio, okay for everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, na? Okay. Now, this is the reverse of cement water or water cement. Can you tell me this graph? Whether it is a water cement ratio in this x-axis or C by W in x-axis.
C by W. Cement
C
to
by
water
W
ratio.
means it is the reverse of the previous graph. Here it was a downward movement, but in this case it is upward direction. That means you should tell as the cement water ratio increases, strength is also increasing. Do you agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now another point is that
Yes.
gel space ratio. If you see this diagram, there is a total volume, correct? This is a total volume. Total volume includes what? Aggregate volume, correct? Water volume, correct? Cement volume, correct? Yes or no? Yes or no? And there is a small air volume also. There is a small air volume. Okay. Now you tell me, if you remove aggregate, whatever space is there, whatever space. So that space is overall space. And how much this cement water paste occupied, that is called as gel. Gel is what? Gel is nothing but cement paste, है ना? Gel का मतलब क्या है बाबा इसमें? Gel मतलब क्या है इधर? सीमेंट पेस्ट. हम लोग उसको जेल बोल रहे हैं, उतना ही. So whatever gel volume is there, that you should write it on the numerator, and whatever the space is there, left space is total space. You can tell total space. So this ratio is called as what ratio? What ratio?
Gel
What is that ratio?
space ratio.
Very good. It is called as a gel space ratio. Okay, na? So degree of hydration, temperature, air content, everything is affecting. That we just know, that we have just seen. Apart from that, this gel is also influencing the strength. Yes or no? Gel is also influencing the strength. Now you tell me. Gel is nothing but cement paste, or else you can tell it as hydrated products of cement. ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ಲ? ಜೆಲ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ? Hydrated products of cement. Yes or no?
Yes.
Everyone is quite.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
See here, in a given space, if cement product or gel is increasing, strength will
Increase.
very good, because gel itself is a binding property. Very good, correct, very good. In a given space, as the gel or the cement products are increasing, strength is becoming better and better. Very correct point, Shruti madam. Very good. So you should understand that it is nothing but solid products of hydration divided by space available. That is what? G by S. G by S. Gel to space ratio. Gel to space ratio. Correct? Yes or no? Why water cement ratio is different from gel space ratio? Can anyone tell me how this water cement ratio and gel space ratio are different? Now you tell me.
They're inversely proportional to each other.
No. That is okay. That is okay. That is also correct. I am telling one important thing. See here, for 28 days, water or moisture is present. Correct? How the
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, within 28 days only, you can measure water cement ratio because you can measure water. That's all. But after 28 days, whether you can measure water cement ratio, no. All thing is dry. All thing is dry. Correct, na? So you cannot measure water cement ratio after 28 days or after 1 month. But gel space ratio you can always measure. Why? Gel may be in wet form, gel may be in hard form. Correct or not? Yes or no? जेल वो सॉफ्ट भी रह सकता है जब वो फ्रेश कंक्रीट रहेगा और पूरा हार्ड भी होके रहेगा तब वो हार्ड हो जाएगा. यस और नो?
Sir.
हाँ, इसके लिए जेल स्पेस रेशियो इज वेरी, हाँ, जेल स्पेस रेशियो इज ऑलवेज इंपॉर्टेंट. व्हाई? बिकॉज जेल स्पेस रेशियो in fresh concrete also we can measure, in hardened concrete also we can measure, in hard concrete also we can get the gel compounds, no? Yes or no? हाँ.
Yes, sir.
So like that you should understand. So that is why gel space ratio is very, very important, directly proportional to this one. There is another formula. Strength is equal to 240 into x cube. Here x is gel space ratio. What is this one? X is equal to gel space ratio. Okay, na? Can you see this graph? Can you see this graph? On x-axis you have gel space ratio, G by S. And in this case you have strength, whether it is upward or downward.
Upwards are increasing.
Very good, very good. Everyone please participate. Everyone please participate. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Upward, sir.
It is upward direction. And ಅದರ ಅರ್ಥ ಏನು? ಜೆಲ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು?
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ.
Very
Increase.
good.
Increase.
It will increase. ಇದೇ ತರ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕು. As the gel space increase, strength is also increasing. Okay na? So there is one correct formula. Calculate the gel space. Gel space ratio is equal to x is equal to volume of gel space available. That we have understood. Now volume of gel is given by this 0.657 into C. What is C? C is the volume of cement. C is what? Volume of cement. Now again divided by 0.319 into C plus WO. What is this WO? Can anyone tell me what is this WO?
Volume of mixing water.
Very good, very good, very good. That means only cement and divided by cement plus water. This is nothing but gel space ratio. This is nothing but gel space ratio. You should remember this formula. This is for complete hydration. Means what? After 28 days, how much total hydration? No, that time you can use this formula. If partial, अंदर एक वीक होने के बाद 10 दिन होने के बाद पूरा सीमेंट हाइड्रेटेड नहीं होता है, थोड़ा सीमेंट हाइड्रेट होगा, थोड़ा सीमेंट ऐसा ही रहेगा, तब ये फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. तब इस फॉर्मूला यूज करना है. 2.06 into 0.319 into C into alpha. C is volume of cement. Alpha is degree of hydration or fraction of cement hydration. Correct? Divided by 0.319 C alpha and again WO. Again W. This formula is for full hydrated. This formula is partially hydrated, where partially hydrated quantity is given by alpha. So that alpha should be given. Is these two formula clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, no sir?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Okay. Now you tell me, after 20 days, what will be the strength? And after 2 months, what will be the strength? Whether there is any change? ಯಾರ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನನಗೆ. ಒಂದ್ ತಿಂಗಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಒಂದ್ ತಿಂಗಳಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ವ? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ? Everyone, am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then why you are not replying? Why you people are not replying? See here, ಒಂದ್ ತಿಂಗಳದೊಳಗ ಒಂದ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಬಂತಪ್ಪ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ ತಿಂಗಳು ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತೈತೋ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತೈತೋ? ಹೇಳ್ರು ಏನಾರ.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೆ.
ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಕೈತಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಳತ್ತಿದ್ ನಾನು. ಯಾಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಕೈತಂದ್ರೆ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೊಟ್ಟು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ 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 ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಹಾಕೊಂತ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬರ್ತೈತಿ. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಆಸ್ ದ ಏಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಂಕ್ರೀಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್, ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಗೇನ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್. Everyone understood this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Yes, sir.
Because hydration of cement is continuous process. So there will be more hydration products. So there will be more strength. Simple, na? There will be more simple. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Na? Okay. Okay. There is a formula to calculate the strength at different time. Strength at different time. Can you see? Sigma 28 equal to 1.47 sigma 7 plus 150. What do you mean by this one? If you know 7-day strength, sigma 7, that means 7-day strength. If you put in this formula, what day strength you are going to get?
28.
If you know 7-day strength and use this formula, you will get 28-day strength. So that is one formula. Another formula is there. This formula you can also use. F28 means 28-day strength is equal to K2 into F7 into F7 to the power K1, where K1 and K2 are constant, has to be taken from standards. K1 value 0.3 to 0.8, K2 value 3 to 6. So if you put in this formula and 7-day strength, if you are putting in this formula, what strength you are going to get?
28 days.
28 days strength. So to get the 7-day strength or 3-day strength, what test you are going to do?
Accelerated curing test.
और इस टेस्ट को हम लोग देखा है ना लास्ट क्लास में, हाई प्रेशर
Yes, sir.
स्टीम टेस्ट. हाँ, ऑटोक्लेव टेस्ट करेक्ट है कि नहीं? डू यू
Yes, sir.
रिमेम्बर दिस?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, वही टेस्ट को इधर एक्सेलरेटेड क्यूरिंग टेस्ट बोल रहे हैं. तो उसमें क्या करते हैं, वो क्यूब लेते हैं, फुल पैक करते हैं, बॉईल करते हैं और उसको इसके अंदर रख के हीट कर देते हैं, ऑटोक्लेव में रख के हीट करते हैं. सो एट हाई टेम्परेचर इट विल cure fast, it will hydrate fast. Yes or no? It will hydrate fast. Within 7 hours only you can get 28-day strength. What I am telling is within 7 hours you can get 28-day strength. So you can easily plot graph, correct? You can easily plot graph. So there is one side strength, there is another side strength. Okay na? Yes or no? So 7-day strength and 28-day strength easily can be calculated. Can be easily calculated. Do you agree with this point?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How to get? See here, whatever after the experiment, this test you are going to get, correct? If your accelerated curing test is 21 Newton per mm square. अर्थ आया था मैं जो बोल रहा हूं? आप अगर वो एक्सेलरेटेड क्यूरिंग टेस्ट करने के बाद उस क्यूब्स का टेस्ट रिजल्ट्स 7 घंटे में, इन 7 hours, if you get 21 Newton intersect this line and take again horizontal. So 35 will be your 7-day strength. If you get 21 as your 7-hour test in autoclave, and corresponding will be 35 for 7-day. And if you project it upward, how much 28-day strength you can predict?
49.
हाँ, मतलब क्या है, आपको पूरा 28 days वेट करने का जरूरत नहीं है. आपको सिर्फ 7 आवर्स टेस्ट करके उसको इस ग्राफ से यूज करके आप 28 डेज 7 डेज उसका स्ट्रेंथ भी आप निकाल सकते हैं. इज दैट पॉइंट क्लियर फॉर एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
This graph also you can use. Okay na? So next one more thing, maturity concept of concrete. Maturity concept of concrete. आप सब लोगों को मालूम है ना, curing time is also important and curing temperature is also important. आप इसको जानता है कि नहीं जानता है? लास्ट क्लास में हम लोग इसको डिस्कस किया. क्यूरिंग टाइम 1 दिन क्यूर करना है, 2 दिन करना है, 1 हफ्ता करना है, 2 हफ्ता करना है, वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है. और टेम्परेचर एट विच यू आर क्यूरिंग 10 डिग्री 18 डिग्री 40 डिग्री दैट इज ऑल्सो इंपॉर्टेंट. करेक्ट और नॉट? आपको मालूम होगा, याद होगा?
Yes, sir.
सबको याद है? एवरीवन रिस्पॉन्स करो. एवरीवन?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you should understand that as the curing time increase, strength will increase. As curing temperature increase, strength will increase. ये हम लोग कल के क्लास में पढ़ा है. Okay, I will not repeat. Now, what do you mean by maturity? Maturity is nothing but that curing time into curing temperature. Curing time into curing temperature. Time will be in hours, temperature will be in degree Celsius. Are you understanding this point? Maturity of a concrete, you can tell that it is a product of curing time into curing temperature. Yes or no? Now you should understand clearly. Yes or no? Generally, हाइड्रेशन ऑफ सीमेंट विल स्टार्ट फ्रॉम -11 डिग्री. मतलब ये अगर आपका डेटम लाइन है तो -11 डिग्री से लेकर आप कौन सा टेम्परेचर को भी कर रहे हैं ना, उधर तक आपका हाइड्रेशन होता ही रहता है. बिलो माइनस नो हाइड्रेशन. ओनली अबव -11 डिग्री सेल्सियस hydration of cement will start. That means if you are curing at 20 degree, then you should consider as 20 plus this 11. Are you understood this point? ನೋಡ್ರಿ -11 ಡಿಗ್ರಿಲಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ದು ಹೈಡ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಕತ್ತೈತಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 20 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ನೀವು ಕ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ರ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದೊಳಗೆ ಏನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬರೀ 20 ತಗೋಬೇಡ್ದಲ್ಲೇ 20 ತಗೋಬೇಕ ಮತ್ತು ಈ 11 ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ -11 ಲಿಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಐತಿ. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ 31 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಒಳಗ. ಇದನ್ನ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಕೇಸ್ 20 ಬೇಡಪ್ಪ 18 ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, if it is 18, then this temperature, maturity temperature, you should understand that it is 18 plus this 11. 18 plus this 11. So how much it will become? 29 degree. That will be 29. Time means what? As soon as the curing start, that time you should consider. You stop that curing. So how many hours are there? No, you should understand. So multiplying that hours into temperature, you will get maturity. You will get what? Maturity. Is that okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now try to understand. First, I will write here temperature. Now I will write it temperature. Second column, I will write it as day or curing time. Second column, I will write it as curing time. हमको इधर एरडू multiply मारबेकु. Later we should multiply with these two things. सपोज आपका कंक्रीट 18 डिग्री पे क्यूरिंग हो रहा है, 18 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे क्यूरिंग हो रहा है, देन व्हाट टेंपरेचर आई शुड राइट हियर? ಈಗ ಹೇಳಿದಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ 18 ಇದ್ದಂದ್ರೆ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಿಬೇಕಾ? ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರಿ 29. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ರೈಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ 29 ಇಂಟು ಫುಲ್ 28 ಡೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಕತ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ನೀವು. ಫುಲ್ 28 ಡೇಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತೀರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾತ? 28 ಇಂಟು आवर्स और कन्वर्ट ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ? आप आवर्स में कन्वर्ट किया तो 28 डेज को आवर्स में कन्वर्ट करने के लिए आपको क्या मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा सर?
24.
हाँ, So this is your total time. This is your total temperature. Then multiply these two things.
672.
29 into 28 into 24. How much? Plus ಮಾಡಬೇಡು, multiplication ಮಾಡಬೇಕು.
Nine four double.
That is correct.
1948.
19,488. See the unit here. What is that unit they have written? Degree Celsius hours. Understand this concept. Maturity unit is degree Celsius hours. So that is why degree Celsius is the temperature, that is 29, and hours is 28 into 24. 28 into 24. Understood this concept? But for standard case, they generally take 19,800 for problem calculation. Okay? Yes. Can you see this graph? Maturity. This is the strength. Now you tell me, upward graph or downward graph? Upward. Then you should
Upward.
very good, very good. Then आप मुझे बताओ, as the maturity of the concrete increases, strength is fill in the blanks.
Increasing.
Strength
Increase.
increase. Very good, very good.
Increases.
Then how you can increase the maturity of concrete? Either increase the curing time, either increase the curing temperature. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes.
क्यूरिंग टाइम बढ़ाने से भी मैच्योरिटी बढ़ता है और स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ता है. क्यूरिंग टेम्परेचर को भी बढ़ाने से मैच्योरिटी बढ़ता है, स्ट्रेंथ बढ़ता है. आप ये पॉइंट को बहुत ध्यान से रखो. मैच्योरिटी इज अ प्रोडक्ट ऑफ टाइम एंड टेम्परेचर. क्यूरिंग टाइम एंड टेम्परेचर, एनी वन इंक्रीज, ऑब्वियसली स्ट्रेंथ विल गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. This point should be very, very clear. Okay? Okay. So this is the formula used to calculate other maturities. It is used to calculate other maturities. So maturity at given time, मतलब आप 28 डेज को नहीं कर रहे, दूसरा कुछ कर रहे, तो इस फॉर्मूला को आप यूज करना है और उसको हम प्रॉब्लम में डिस्कस करेंगे. लास्ट में प्रॉब्लम आएगा, उसमें डिस्कस करेंगे. So these are the coefficients which are going to be used in graph, which are going to be used. A plus B log divided by maturity divided by 1000. So this is used in calculation of strength. This is equal to what? You should tell me. Yes, Bardeppa. I have written yes here. Then yes is equal to A plus B log of maturity divided by 1000. What is yes here?
Strength.
Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Strength is equal to some formula of maturity. Correct. Very good. Some formula of maturity. Okay, now using this graph also you can calculate the A and B and maturity. A and B and maturity. We will solve that problem later. No problem, na? Okay. Now, one by one factors. You should tell me. Effect of size of aggregate on strength. Effect of size of aggregate on strength. You tell me. अगर इसमें ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಬಹಳ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನೀವು. यस और नो? ये डायग्राम इंपॉर्टेंट है कि नहीं? बार बार इसको यूज कर रहे हैं. यस और नो? यस सर ना? यस सर. ओके. अगर इसमें आप अग्रीगेट साइज को बढ़ा रहे हैं, वेदर दैट स्ट्रेंथ इज इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग, और डिक्रीजिंग, इसका उतना इफेक्ट नहीं है, बट देर इज सम रिवर्स इफेक्ट. मतलब क्या है? अगर आप अग्रीगेट को बढ़ा रहे हैं तो सीमेंट वॉल्यूम क्या हो रहा है, आप वो सोचो पहले. यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड इनर. हाँ, अग्रीगेट का वॉल्यूम बढ़ रहा है तो सीमेंट का वॉल्यूम क्या हो रहा है? सीमेंट पेस्ट का वॉल्यूम, जेल स्पेस का वॉल्यूम कम हो रहा है. तो जेल स्पेस कम हो रहा है तो स्ट्रेंथ क्या हो रहा है?
Decrease.
Decrease.
वेरी. हाँ, यू शुड अंडरस्टैंड इन दैट वे. करेक्ट? अभी समझ में आ गया क्या आपको? So as the aggregate size increase, strength is decreasing. That is why the graph is like this. That is why the graph is like this. That means it has not got much of a importance, but at least something is there. See here. See here. This is one graph. This is one graph where cement content is less. This is another graph, cement content is more. cement content is more. Okay, na? Now you tell me, in the less cement content, these are the aggregate size. 10 mm यूज कर रहा है तो स्ट्रेंथ आपका 5 आ रहा है. But if you are using bigger aggregate, your strength is also
Increasing.
increasing. But it is happening in less cement वाला concrete. अगर आप टोटल कंक्रीट में ही सीमेंट कम है, सिर्फ अग्रीगेट ज्यादा है, तब ऐसा होता है. इन अदर केस वेयर नॉर्मल कंक्रीट, मतलब उसमें सीमेंट करेक्ट है और एवरीथिंग इज करेक्ट. इन दैट केस इफ यू इंक्रीज द अग्रीगेट, 40 को एक स्ट्रेंथ है, दिस इज द स्ट्रेंथ, लेट अस से इट इज 38, 40 अग्रीगेट यूज कर रहा है. सडनली आप बड़ा अग्रीगेट ले लिया, 160 एग्रीगेट ले लिया, तो उसी ग्राफ में 160 का स्ट्रेंथ किधर आ रहा है?
30.
इसका मतलब क्या हो रहा है? इसका मतलब ये हो रहा है कि नॉर्मल कंक्रीट में इफ सीमेंट कंटेंट इज नॉर्मल और मोर, एज द अग्रीगेट साइज इंक्रीजेस, स्ट्रेंथ इज very good, strength will decrease. These are the simple effect. Okay, like this you should understand. This is one thing. Now you tell me, aggregate size, this is normal graph. From this graph you can easily tell aggregate sizes are increasing, 10 mm, 20 mm, 40 mm is one. See this graph, strength is happening what? Strength is decreasing. Very good. Now another observation you should tell me. Same aggregate you are using. Okay, na? In all the three cases, same aggregate you are using. This is water cement ratio 0.4. This is water cement ratio 0.5 है, मतलब इधर से इधर increase हो रहा है. Still water cement ratio is more. Then for the same aggregate size, for this water cement ratio, what is the strength? 21. For the same aggregate size, for this water cement ratio, what is the strength? 35. For the same aggregate, for this water cement ratio, what is the strength? 42. Now you tell me, as the water cement ratio 0.4 to 0.55, 0.55 to 0.7 increasing, strength is
Increasing.
ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಏನಾಗತ್ತದ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
Decreasing.
0.4 ಇದ್ದಾಗ 42 ಅದ. ವಾಟರ್ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆತ, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗತ್ತೇನ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗತ್ತದ. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಆಸ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ ಸಿಮೆಂಟ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಿಂಗ್, ಕೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಸೈಜ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಂತ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸಿಂಗ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇದು? ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ?
Yes, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? सबको समझ में आ गया है? Everyone has understood this point?
Yes, sir.
प्रज्वल, ओमकार, श्रुति, नेहल, मनोज, मंजुनाथ, मंजू, इरशाद, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now what is this? Compressive strength and tensile strength. Whether any relation is there? We have seen, no, tensile strength and compressive strength. Yes or no? There is a formula. What is that formula? This is a formula. What is X here? X is compressive strength. What is Y? Y is a tensile strength. Y is what? Tensile strength. Now, if you know the compressive strength, you can calculate what strength?
Tensile strength.
It's very simple. This graph or this axis is giving what? Standard equation to calculate the tensile strength if you know the compressive strength. That is the advantage here. Or else you can use this graph also. Take any one line. What is happening here? What is this axis?
Compressive strength.
What is happening in x-axis? Flexural strength. If you know the compressive strength as 40, then just draw one horizontal line which is intersecting here and from this point if you plot vertically downward, what will be this? You tell me, what will be this?
Flexural strength.
इतना ही है और कुछ नहीं है. If you know the compressive strength from this graph, you can calculate what? Flexural strength. Simple है ना, इतना ही है, बहुत easy है concrete technology. Or else you can use this formula. What is that formula? Flexural strength is equal to 0.7 times the square root of FCK. FCK is nothing but compressive strength of the cube. FCK is nothing but compressive strength of the cube. So this formula is given in this code book IS 456-2000. IS 456-2000. उस code book में flexural strength and compressive strength का एक formula दिया है और कुछ नहीं दिया है. Do you agree? This is for tensile and compression. This is for compression and flexure. Compression and flexure. Okay. So this is another formula. 0.7 into square root of FCK. 0.7 into square root of FCK. ये देखो टेस्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं कंक्रीट के ऊपर. एक तो डिस्ट्रक्टिव और एक तो नॉन डिस्ट्रक्टिव. डिस्ट्रक्टिव में क्या कर रहे हैं, कुछ है सैंपल, उसको एक्सकवेट करके या फिर उसको ड्रिल करके उस सैंपल को निकाल रहे हैं, तो उसको बोलते हैं डिस्ट्रक्टिव टेस्टिंग. नॉन डिस्ट्रक्टिव मतलब कुछ भी आप थोड़पोड़ नहीं कर रहे हैं. व्हाट एग्जैक्टली यू आर डूइंग इज यूजिंग सम इनडायरेक्ट मेथड सच एज surface hardening method, rebound hammer test, ultrasonic method. So these are non-destructive. That means the sample you are not taking, or if you are taking also, the total is not disturbing. So you have destructive and non-destructive. Okay, na? So many types are there. See here. In destructive, you have compressive test, tensile stress, third point test. In non-destructive, you have only surface hardness test. Surface hardness test. Okay. What is this? Which test? Compression test or tensile test?
Compression test.
Very good, very good. It is a CTM machine. Okay, CTM machine. So this is going to be compressive test. So compressive test is equal to sigma C is equal to P by A. P by A ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಪ್ಪ ಇದು? P ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Bricks ಮಾಡಿರಲ್ಲ ನೀವು?
Load.
Load. Or you should tell me failure load or crushing load divided by A. A is what?
Area of cross section.
Very good. A is the area of cross section. So this is an example for destructive test. Whether this is sample is cube or cylinder?
Cylinder.
Very good. For cylinder there is something different. For this one is there is something different. Okay na? So you can test for 3 day, 7 day, 28 day, and you can always use a standard graph or standard formula to calculate the other days. To calculate the other days. Can you see this diagram? What exactly they are doing? They are taking sample. What type of sample? Cylindrical sample by using core cutting machine. It is a destructive type of test. Correct? Everyone agrees this point?
Yes.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Everyone? So depending upon the machine, you have small cylinders or you have big cylinders. Correct? Yes or no?
So,
Okay. So how to conduct a standard test? आप इसको टेस्ट करने से अलग स्ट्रेंथ आएगा और इसको टेस्ट करने से अलग स्ट्रेंथ आएगा. बोथ वे पॉसिबल नो. आपको कैसे मालूम होगा कि कौन सा स्ट्रेंथ करेक्ट है? तो देर इज सम करेक्शन फैक्टर्स. सो दिस इज योर L. व्हाट इज D? D is what? Diameter. Diameter of the specimen. D is the diameter of the specimen. So there is some correction factors. L by D. L by D correction factors you can do. So generally standard specimen is L by D is equal to how much? Generally for proper specimen L by D should be equal to 2. उसका मतलब क्या है? If diameter is 10, length should be 20. सबको समझ आ गया इस बात को? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, ಈಗ diameter 10 ಇದ್ರ length 20 ಇದ್ರ then only that specimen is correct. So that is why standard L by D ratio is 2. L 20 ಅಪ್ಪ, D 10 ಅದ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತಿದು? L 20 centimeter ಅದ, D diameter 10 ಅದ. So L by D ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತ? How much?
2.
2, it is coming out to be 2. L by D is equal to 20 by 10 is equal to
2.
2. Okay, this should be your standard. आप करते वक्त कुछ अलग भी आ सकता है, उसके लिए करेक्शन फैक्टर्स अप्लाई करना है. So this is your standard, okay ना? So these are some correction factors. Can you see here? If L by D is 1.75, if you should apply 0.98. You should apply 0.98. That has to be multiplied to the strength obtained after testing. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನೀವು टेस्ट ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 40 न्यूटन पर mm स्क्वायर आया है आपका स्ट्रेंथ 40 न्यूटन पर mm स्क्वायर आया है, मगर उस सिलेंडर का L by D 1.75 है, तो 40 into how much you should do?
0.98.
Very good. If your L by D is equal to 1, if L by D is equal to 1, what should be multiplied to the strength?
0.87.
0.87. This is the corrected strength. This is what we call it as corrected strength. Is that okay for everyone? Other things which influence,
Yes, sir.
other things, Platon effect, rate of loading, size of specimen, moisture content, age. कैसे कैसे आपको समझ में आ रहा है? प्लेटन ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದಾರಲ್ಲ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? इसको क्या बोलते हैं?
CTM मशीन.
टोटली CTM मशीन. बट आपको याद है क्या, BMT लैब में ब्रिक रखने के बाद ऊपर एक थोड़ा सा प्लेट रखते हैं, मालूम है? यस और नो? किया कि नहीं किया तुम लोगों ने? एवरीवन हैज डन और नॉट डन? यस और नो? Okay, forget it. These are called as plates. Why these plates are kept above the cylinder and beneath the cylinder in CTM machine? To have a uniform distribution of load. So these plates also affect the strength of the cylinder. So that is why we call it as what? What effect we are calling it as? What is that effect?
Platon effect.
That is called as Platon effect. ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್, ಸ್ಲೋ ರೇಟ್ ಹಾಕೋದು, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೀವು BMT ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡಿರಿ, ಸೈಡಿಗೆ ಮಷೀನ್ ಇತ್ತು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? आप BMT लैब एक्सपेरिमेंट करने के टाइम you have adjustment of speed, correct or not? Do you remember it or not?
Yes, sir.
भरमा अन्ना, हिरेमठ अन्ना, मामा वो कर रहे थे, मालूम है कि नहीं? वो क्या कर रहे थे? What they are doing? They are doing what? What they are doing?
Rate of loading.
They are increasing or decreasing the rate of loading. That is also affecting the strength. Size of specimen, that is there. Smaller sizes will give different strength, bigger sizes will give different strength. Moisture content, moisture present inside the sample will also influence the strength. Age, idanki gottada illa, ye sabko malum hai na? As the age increases, strength will also increases. That is the point you should understand. There is one more test, we generally call it as a split tensile. We cannot do direct tensile. Yes or no? ऐसा आपको कभी इंस्ट्रूमेंट करता है क्या? लैबोरेटरी में ऐसा कोई भी इंस्ट्रूमेंट है क्या ऐसे टेंसाइल करने के लिए? वो पॉसिबल नहीं है. दैट टाइप ऑफ लोड यू कैनॉट डू. ओके ना? दिस टाइप ऑफ स्प्लिट टेंसाइल एक्सपेरिमेंट इज जनरली कंडक्टेड टू नो द टेंसाइल स्ट्रेंथ. और एक बार रिपीट करूं, this is an experiment which will be conducted on cylindrical concrete specimen, and from this you can have split tensile. Here tensile forces हो रहा है, ऐसे आपको स्पेसिमेन रखना है. ओके ना? ऐसे आपको स्पेसिमेन रख के इधर से फोर्स, इधर से फोर्स. आपको डायग्राम दिख रहा है?
अच्छा.
Everyone can see the diagram?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone can see. हाँ, ऐसे डायग्राम ऐसे लोड करने से ये स्प्लिट हो जाएगा ऐसे आधे. ये क्या हो रहा है? स्प्लिट हो रहा है. कैन यू सी दिस वन? लाइक दिस इट विल फॉल, लाइक दिस इट विल फॉल. सो कैन यू सी दिस क्रैक? कैन यू सी द क्रैक हियर? यस और नो?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, लोड इज applied like this, load is applied like this, so that it is splitting horizontally. Okay na? This type of test is called as a split tensile test. What test it is called as?
Split tensile
Ah.
test.
Can you see here CTM machine only, but setup is different. That cylindrical specimen is kept like this, and load is applied on this one through the continuous dia like this. Okay, na? So this will split like this. This will split like this. Okay, na? Can you see now bigger diagram? Split tensile. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Can you see how that split has had taken place now in this diagram?
Yes, sir.
सब ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕಾಣತೈತನಪ್ಪ ಸ್ಪ್ಲಿಟ್ ಟೆನ್ಸೈಲ್ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಮನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಕಟ್ ಆಕೈತಂತ
Yes, sir.
why this has happened? Because tensile forces have acted like this. Okay na? That is why it is called a split tensile. This is another diagram for split tensile. Okay, so how this cracking is taking place, can you observe? Can you observe this one?
Yes, sir.
This is top base plate or base bar. This is also base bar. Cylindrical specimen is kept. So this type tensile force is acting. This type tensile force is acting. Okay. So that is why we call it as split tensile test. What is this graph? Split tensile and flexural strength. Both are positively correlated. No? Do you agree or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
What do you
sir.
mean? What do you mean by this one? As the split tensile strength of the specimen is increasing, flexural strength of that specimen is also
Increasing.
very
Increasing.
good. Is also increasing. Very good. Very good. Now, what is happening here? One side is compression, another side is split tensile. Now, can you tell me, as the compressive strength is increasing, split tensile strength is also
Increasing, sir.
Increasing.
very good, because it is a positive upward direction. Positive upward direction. Everything is clear for everyone? Yes
Yes,
or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good. Okay. next concept is elasticity. आपने कभी रबर बैंड को देखा है क्या? रबर बैंड को देखा है?
हाँ, सर.
हाँ. रबर बैंड को स्ट्रेच करने से क्या हो रहा है?
It expands.
It expands. When you leave that rubber band, what will happen?
It will come to its original shape.
Original. So that property, what we call it as?
Elasticity.
Very good. Everyone is listening to the thing. Everyone is listening. Anushri,
Yes, sir.
ಕೇಳಾಕತ್ತೈತಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡತ್ತಿದ್ದು.
Yes, sir.
ಅಕ್ಷತಾ ಪಾಟೀಲ್,
Yes, sir.
ಏನೋ ಬಹಳ ದಿವಸಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಗೆ.
ಇಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ.
ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಿ ಸುಳ್ಳ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂತ?
ನೀವು ನೋಡಿಲ್ರಿ.
ಸುಳ್ಳು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಡ್ರಿ.
ಇಲ್ರಿ ಸರ್, ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತೀನಿ.
ಓಕೆ 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 ಓಕೆ. ನೇಹಲ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೇನಪ್ಪ ಎಲ್ಲ? ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಎಸ್ ಆರ್ ನೋ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತಿನ ತನಕ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು.
Yes, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ಯದ?
Yes, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ, ನಂಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು. Everyone should tell me whether you people have understood or not. Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear, huh? Now,
Yes, sir.
very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Please concentrate here. Next one is elasticity. Elasticity andre no? Just now we have seen, no? If you take a rubber band, if you stretch it and if you remove, it will come to its original position. That property is called as elastic. Whether that rubber is perfectly elastic, yes, it is perfectly elastic. But concrete is elastic, yes, it is elastic, but up to certain extent. So that's why we are calling it as concrete is not a perfectly elastic material. Is not a perfectly elastic material. What is happening here? Concrete is deforming when load is applied, but as soon as the load is taken, it is regaining its original shape. It will regain its original shape. Now you tell me, BMT lab, you have conducted the experiment on steel bar, correct or not? Modulus of elasticity, Young's modulus. Everyone is conducted or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now just one small point, recalling this point. What type of loading is happening here? Here. What type of loading? Whether it is compression or whether it is a bending.
Bending.
Bending. This is called as a 2-point bending test. This is called as a 2-point or 3-point. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. Okay, na? Just I wanted to show the diagram. This is called as a 3rd-point bending. 3rd point is here. 1st point, 2nd point. Okay, na? This type of bending experiment is called as a 3rd-point bending experiment. Can you see this one? Here also bending. Here also bending of the specimen is going to this. This is 3-point bending, and this is how many points are there for bending? How many bending are taking place? This is called as single point bending. What is the given here? It is called as single point bending. Everyone is clear with this one?
Yes, sir.
Can you see this is a bending test? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
This is called as bending test. Okay, na? This is another name. Can you see here? 1 point, 2nd point, 3rd point. This is called as a 3-point bending. This is called as 3-point bending. This is called as supports. These are called as roller supports. Okay, na? Like this, it will bend and it will fail. Okay, it will fail. Okay, one more diagram I wanted to tell. Have you seen this graph? You tell me. सबको ये ग्राफ याद है?
हाँ सर.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇದು? सबको मालूम है ना? This is a stress strain graph of mild steel bar. It's called as mild steel bar. What is this? Elastic limit. What is this? Upper yield point, lower yield point. This is called as maximum point. This is called as fracture point. Now, how to find Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity? See here. Modulus of elasticity वो भी same है. Young's modulus वो भी same है. Capital E, that is also same. Now, what is the formula for capital E or modulus of elasticity? Using Hooke's law. What is that formula?
Stress by strain.
Stress by strain. So in this axis you have stress, in this axis you have strain. Correct? Huh? So if you draw one triangle, if you project like this, this will be your delta y. This will be your delta x. Correct? Huh? This is a stress. This is a strain. Stress by strain will give what? Young's modulus. Hinga ಮಾಡಿರೋದಲ್ಲ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲರೂ experiment.
Yes, sir.
सब लोग ऐसे ही किया ना एक्सपेरिमेंट 3rd सेमेस्टर में? अरे बाबा, आई एम आस्किंग यू पीपल, ऐसे ही किया ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ. Okay, this is another diagram. Elastic behavior, plastic behavior, that is there. Okay, na? Now, how you have conducted using tensile, no? But if you done that experiment for concrete, I repeat, if that same type of experiment, if you have done for concrete, but you don't apply tensile, you apply what load? Compressive load. What you should apply? You should apply compression load. And again, you can note down the what are the things you can note down? Load by area you can do, stress, original length to change in length, you can do it for strain. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Please answer, Baba. सब लोग चुप मत बैठो, Baba. Okay. Okay. Now, by plotting stress and strain for concrete, you are getting graph like this. You are getting what? Graph like this. Just for exam purpose or understanding purpose. So this will be your elastic region, and you have again y by x. Y by x. Are you understanding this point?
Yes,
Everyone is
sir.
understanding. Okay, this curve is slightly like this. Okay, na? Likely like this. This region is called as elastic region. This region is called as non-elastic region. Okay, na? So here, this is called as yield point. In concrete, you don't have upper yield, lower yield. You have only one yield point. Okay, na? After that, continuous failure only. So at this point, it is going to fail. So just see this diagram. Just see this diagram. This is specimen. you are applying CTM machine. आपको मालूम है ना CTM machine, okay ना? So you all fix करने के बाद slowly you apply, and you can parallelly note down what load area divided by area. What you are going to get? Stress. As the load is increasing, you note down the different stress. As soon as it is going to fail, like this, क्या हो रहा है इधर? मस्त फोटो है ना? चलो फोटो ಐತಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು?
ಹಾ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ಫೋಟೋ ಹೆಂಗೈತಿದ?
Yes, sir.
ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋ ಎಲ್ಲೋ ನೀವು? ನಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನೋಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಿಂಗಾದ್ರೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹಾ ಚಲೋ ಐತಿಲ್ಲ ಫೋಟೋ ಇದು?
Yes, sir.
ನೋಡ್ರಿ.
Yes, sir.
So करेक्ट हिंग मारकोंत आप नोट डाउन करो स्ट्रेस को, आप नोट डाउन करो स्ट्रेन को, दोनों को नोट डाउन करते जाओ, स्ट्रेस एंड स्ट्रेन. Parallelly you draw the graph. So you can do it for cylinder, you can also do it for cube, okay na? For cylinder this type of failure will come, okay na? This type of failure will come. So you can plot this graph no? Once you conduct the test, you can plot this graph. Am I audible? Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible clearly? Okay. Now, where we have left? Just now here, no? So here you can see stress, strain. You have to note down मार्कों तो ग्राफ आके इधर निम्गा कंक्रीट का इतना बढ़ता है. आपको कंक्रीट के ऐसा ग्राफ आता है. तो इसमें भी आप स्लोप निकाल के क्या फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं? क्या फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं?
Young's modulus.
Very good. You can also find Young's modulus. This is the graph for steel that you have done in third semester BMT lab. This is also same thing for explanation. Now, if you conduct that same experiment for concrete, you are getting like this. Red color is what? Red color is what? Concrete. If you conduct that test for only cement paste, then that curve will be like this, which is below the concrete graph. Do you agree with this point? Or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means Young's modulus of concrete is more than Young's modulus of
Cement paste.
very good. I'm very happy. You should understand like this, because graph for concrete is more upper side. So that is why Young's modulus for concrete is more compared to Young's modulus of cement paste. Good. Now, if the same experiment is conducted only to aggregate, its graph is going to be like this. Now you tell me, Young's modulus of concrete is more or Young's modulus of aggregate is more? You tell me.
Aggregate.
Very good. Because aggregates are more strength if you take only aggregate. ಈಗ सोचो जरा, एक कंक्रीट स्पेसिमन है और उतना ही बड़ा पत्थर है. यस और नो? उतना ही बड़ा पत्थर है, उतना ही कंक्रीट है. तो नेचुरली किसमें स्ट्रेंथ ज्यादा रहेगा?
Stone.
Very good. So that is why aggregates Young's modulus is always high. Concrete is just less than aggregate. Cement paste is still less than aggregate. Okay na? Yes. Okay. Now we will see one by one point. Okay. So this is about modulus of elasticity. So how to draw that one? Stress. What graph you are using for? What graph you are using to draw this one? Young's modulus or modulus of elasticity? Which graph you are taking? Anushri, ಯಾವ graph ತಗೊಂತೀರಿ?
Young's modulus 6.
Stress by strain, sir.
ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಒಂದು ಕ್ಯೂಬ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್ ತಗೊಂತೀರಿ. ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಒನ್ ಸಿಲಿಂಡರ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯೂಬ್, ಪುಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇನ್ ಅ CTM, slowly increase the load, note down the load, note down the area, stress note down the length, note down the strain. Like that you are calculating stress and strain. So that is what you are going to do. Now this is a graph. This is a graph. Now you tell me this is compressive stress, this is strain. That means this is what? This is what? This is what? Can you tell me? ಯಾವ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇನ್. ಹೌದು ಅಲ್ಲೋ? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಬಿಟ್ಟಾರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಸ್, ಇದೇನಿದು ಸ್ಟ್ರೇನ್. ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಎವ್ರಿವನ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ. Manju, Amrut, please tell me whether this point is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. See, I will call names, then I will start shouting. Don't do that one. Whenever I am asking response, please give response. अबू बकर क्यों बात नहीं कर रहा है? बार बार बोलना है क्या?
सबसे मैं
हाँ ओके, तुम बोल रहे तो ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम. हरीश, मंजू, मंजुनाथ, नेहल, ओमकार क्यों नहीं बात कर रहा है? बोलना है ना. जाने दो यार, मुझे भी इंटरेस्ट जाएगा, मैं भी अच्छा एक्सप्लेन नहीं करेगा. ठीक है, छोड़ो. ओके. हाँ, now same graph. This is for concrete. All three graphs are concrete. Now you tell me 1:1:2. मतलब rich concrete, cement, sand, aggregate, rich cement. This is 1:2:3. That means medium concrete. Cement is medium. This is 1:3:5. This is poor concrete or very lean concrete. Cement is very, very less. Cement is very, very less. Okay. Now you tell me which has highest modulus. Which graph has highest modulus? Amrut Mane.
Sir.
Which graph has highest modulus? Rich cement concrete, medium cement concrete, or poor cement concrete? Third one. Which one?
Rich, sir.
Very good, very good. If you see this graph, what is happening here? As the cement paste content is increasing, what is happening there?
White, sir. Increasing.
As the cement paste is increasing, strength is increasing. That is why your modulus of elasticity is also increases.
Yes, sir.
इस ग्राफ से आप एक ही चीज को समझो. इस ग्राफ से आप एक ही चीज को समझो. Try to understand. This graph is for rich cement concrete. This graph is for medium cement concrete. This graph is less cement concrete or lean cement concrete. So comparing all the three things, when the cement content is more or cement concrete is rich in cement, its Young's modulus is more. Its Young's modulus is more compared to others. Whether this is clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
This is the factor influencing. Now for concrete, you don't have one modulus of elasticity. The graph is like this, correct? Graph is like this. Try to understand. The graph for concrete is like this. Yes or no? There is no one elasticity. There is no one Young's modulus or 1 point elasticity. You have so many modulus. See here. Modulus of elasticity, same. Young's modulus, same. Capital E, same. If I call only modulus, then it is also same. For the same graph, for this graph, if I draw a tangent like this, okay na? And for this tangent, y by x I do. Y is the stress, x is this one. Then this tangent and this Young's modulus is called as what? Can anyone read out?
Initial tangent modulus.
Initial tangent modulus. If I draw a line and if I draw y by x and calculate the capital E, then that Young's modulus is called as initial tangent modulus. That is one thing. Now, on this curve, if I pick a point like this, and if I draw a tangent like this, tangent का मतलब मालूम है ना? It touches only one point to that circle. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes sir, no sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So like this, I am drawing one big tangent only touching this one, only touching one point. And if I draw y by x for this, if I draw y by x, can you draw y by x for this also? Can you draw y by x for this also? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
If I draw that y by x, that is nothing but stress by strain, you will get Young's modulus. And that Young's modulus is called as, can you read out? Can you call it as?
Tangent modulus for
That
this
is called
point.
as the tangent modulus. That is called as a tangent modulus. Now another point. If I take any point, then if I draw a secant का मतलब मालूम है ना? This is a trigonometric term. Yes or no? Secant बोलते हैं joining any two points on the arc. Joining any 2 points on the arc, it is called as secant. So if I draw a secant to any point and if I calculate stress by strain for that line, then that modulus is called as?
Secant modulus for that
Very
point.
good. Then how many modulus are there for concrete? How many moduluses are there for concrete? Three modulus. One is initial tangent modulus, another is tangent modulus, third is secant modulus. So whatever graph we are drawing, no, so we have tangent modulus. So if I draw from the stress strain curve, then we get the different types of tangent. Whatever we have discussed, no, that is the explanation. So you have secant modulus. You can have secant modulus. Another thing is there, chord modulus. Chord means what? Smaller this one, no? Like this chord antar lagottada illa? Chord.
Yes, sir.
If you draw a chord and if you calculate Young's modulus for that one, then it is called as chord modulus. Generally, secant modulus is always preferred. Secant modulus, like from this point to this point, then that modulus is called as secant modulus. That is generally used in the calculation. So in the IS 456, there is one formula. If you know the characteristics compressive strength, that is FCK, you can calculate what?
Strength.
Strength allada. EC andre ಏನು? EC andre ಏನು?
Elastic modulus.
Elastic modulus of?
Concrete.
Very good. EC, E andre Young's modulus, C andre concrete. FCK andre characteristic cube strength of concrete, andre compressive strength. That means compressive strength. Is that okay? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now initial modulus is drawn from the initial point. Correct? Generally.
Modulus elasticity.
Very good. Initial tangent is always drawn from this point. This point. Okay, na? This point, initial point. Now, where to draw this second modulus? Second modulus, let us say it is one final stress. Half of the stress, let us say here. Half of the stress will be here. So this you should draw. So that means you should draw second modulus at which stress?
0.5 FC.
0.5 FC. So tangent modulus can be drawn anywhere. So tangent at this point can be drawn like this. Tangent at this point can be drawn like this. Depends upon the things you can have. Okay. So that is about this one. Can you see this one? That is the same diagram I have used here. That is the same diagram. Okay. What is this? What is this point?
F dash C.
What do you mean by that one? Just I am asking. F dash C means ultimate stress. What is that F dash C?
Ultimate stress.
Ultimate stress. Very good, ultimate stress. What is 0.5 FC dash?
Elastic.
Half of the ultimate stress. That value you are taking for tangent modulus. That value you can take it for tangent modulus. अंदर इसका मतलब क्या है? अगर आपका 50 स्ट्रेस आ रहा है, मतलब 50 न्यूटन पर, इधर देखो, इसको एक्सप्लेन करता है. अगर आपका हाईएस्ट पॉइंट इज 50, देन टेंजेंट मॉड्यूलस कहां पे ड्रॉ करना है? जहां पे हाफ ऑफ द 50, दैट मींस 25 का वैल्यू इधर आएगा ना, उस 25 का वैल्यू इसको इधर आएगा, वो ड्रॉ हॉरिजॉन्टल. सो फॉर दिस पॉइंट यू ड्रॉ टेंजेंट. दैट इज द मीनिंग. ड्रॉ अ टेंजेंट वेयर पॉइंट इज 0.5 FC. 0.5 FC. That is called as tangent modulus. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what are the factors which are affecting modulus of elasticity? Aggregate type. If aggregates are strong, what is the thing? Directly you can tell.
Modulus of electricity will be high.
High. Very good. Wow, very good. Very good. Very good. Similarly, as the concrete is aging, as the
Modulus of elasticity
increases. Very good. Very good. If the concrete strength is increasing,
Elasticity increases.
increases. Very good. Very good. Wet concrete, if water content is more, then
It will show higher modulus of
higher
elasticity.
modulus of elasticity. If your mix proportion is containing high cement or rich cement, then
Higher modulus of elasticity.
very good. Means all these will influence the Young's modulus. Aggregate strong, Young's modulus high. Concrete is more time cured, strength is high. Normal strength of the concrete itself is high, then Young's modulus is high. If water content is there, Young's modulus is high. Mix proportion is good, Young's modulus is high. Is that okay for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you see this graph? Forget about wet, wet, wet. All the forget you white. Okay, na? Only concentrated on dry lines. Dry lines. One dry, second dry, third dry. This is age. This is age. This is Young's modulus. This is Young's modulus. You only tell me this is rich mix. That means 1:1.5:2. This is medium mix. This is lean mix or poor mix. Which case Young's modulus is more? R, M, L. Which case Young's modulus is more? Rich.
Rich.
Everyone tell me which one?
R.
R. That means what? Rich cement, then Young's modulus is more. Very good. Now you tell me any line, you take this line only this line. Okay, na? As you age of the concrete is increasing, as the age of concrete is increasing, Young's modulus is?
Increase, sir.
Increasing.
It is appearing on the graph, no? It is moving positive side, upward direction. That means curing time or age is increasing, Young's modulus is increasing. Correct or not? Correct. Very good. Now, for the same concrete mix, dry condition, wet condition, which has high modulus of elasticity?
Wet, sir.
Very good, very good. You should understand like this. For dry condition, low modulus. For wet condition, high modulus. For the same concrete mix. For the same concrete mix. Now this is about aggregate. Stronger aggregate, poorer aggregate. Which has high modulus of elasticity?
Strong ones.
Stronger.
Aggregate, stronger aggregate. Very good. These are called as stronger aggregates. What is this clay? Clay is strong or poor?
Very, very poor.
Poor. Clay aggregate are very, very poor. This might be graphite. This might be another stone. Okay, na? Like that you should understand. Okay. Now, what do you mean by Poisson's ratio? You have studied SOM subject, no? What do you mean by Poisson's ratio?
Lateral strain by longitudinal strain.
Very good. Lateral strain by longitudinal strain. For concrete also you can do mu. General value of concrete lateral strain by longitudinal strain. How much?
0.15 to 0.20.
20. Very good. For rubber, how much? Generally for rubber, what is the Poisson's ratio? What is the Poisson's ratio for rubber?
Zero, sir.
No. Poisson's ratio will be more, 0.5. It is generally nearer to the 0.5 or 0.49. Rubber, Poisson's ratio is always more. Okay, na? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. How many of you understood this second question, that is Young's modulus? How many of you understood Young's modulus? Everyone tell me the answer, Baba. One by one.
Understood, sir.
Abhishek. Understood. Everyone should give me the response.
Understood, sir.
Understood, sir.
Understood.
Understood? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Shall we continue or stop this today's class?
Sir, stop.
Stop ಮಾಡೋಣ?
Stop, sir.
Stop ಮಾಡೋಣ?
Stop, sir.
ಇದನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನೋಡು, ಸಬ್ ಬೋಲ್ತಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ ನಂಗೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾರು ಇನ್ನೊಮ್ಮೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ.
Stop, sir. Stop ಮಾಡ್ರಿ.
Okay, good.
Stop ಮಾಡ್ರಿ.
Okay, no problem. Give the attendance by writing your name and USN. Give the attendance. श्रुति मैडम कंटिन्यू करेंगे या कल करेंगे? सुबह?
Tomorrow morning, sir.
Tomorrow morning 10:30. That slot is there, no? 10:30 I'm taking. Okay. Now today's class little bit interested
Okay, sir.
for everyone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ? ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇದು, ಹೌದಲ್ಲ? ಎಷ್ಟಾಕೊಂಡು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ವಿ, ಹೌದಿಲ್ಲ? Okay. So tomorrow we are going to discuss creep of a concrete. Tomorrow we are going to discuss creep. Okay. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir. Bye, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Sir, yesterday you told about electrical method na, and radiation method. Those are the economical. Others.
Can you repeat the doubt?
Electrical. Yesterday you taught electrical method and radiation method na, sir.
For curing,
हाँ, sir. So,
correct.
so those methods are economical or expensive, sir?
No, these are economical, but they are generally used for factory type of product. You cannot do electrical resistivity and radiation method for site में नहीं कर सकते ना उसको. Generally those things are adapted in a factory type of product, precast product, but they are good, economical, no problem.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, sir.
हाँ, श्रुति सभी समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ सर, हाँ सर.
सबको इंटरेस्ट लग रहा है क्लास?
हाँ सर.
आप आज कुछ भी मजाक नहीं किया?
सर डर लगता है.
अरे बाबा क्या डरने का? मैं बोला था टाइम पास करो, मजाक करो, फुल सीरियस.
हाँ सर, आपने बोलना चाहिए सर.
ओके
ट्राई सर.
ओके
सर. थैंक यू सर.
ओके बाय.
ओके बाय सर.